those big bodybuilders. And the funny thing is, they were the ones who will observe for 5 or 10 minutes, and other kids and whoever, regardless of their age group, they're sitting and they're doing their artwork. And then those people, they refuse. They're the first ones to observe and then run. And they create the most softest of things as compared to the others. It is a pattern. So you'll see your typical stereotypical bodybuilder, I don't want to do this, and it's too feminine, and they will be the ones creating flowers, painting flowers. Why? That's the only thing I can observe. So it's still, the kid is still in the brain. The kid is reflecting on their perspective of the world, which goes back to the question you asked me before the break. How
you remembered the question.
Yeah. So I think we can every single thing is mixed. There's nothing in black and white. We live in the gray shaded areas. So some of the areas, they are inclining towards the brighter side. Some of the areas are inclining towards the darker side. That's human life because of the physical senses. We can never be perfect. And when you look at how different people perceive arts from their perspectives because of the individuality. And each person has shared the taste of, let's say, water. But each person will be able to describe water in their own terms. And there is a theological connotation to it. So prior to being born, we were all in that spirit soup, energy soup. And then we were all observing the Almighty. We didn't knew anything apart from just our attention directed to Him. To be able to reflect upon the creation, the senses were made. So each sense was given to each human, which is basically a ship that's carrying the soul. Now, the experiences you have as an individual, it creates your individuality.
Yeah.
And then, because each person is an individual, you see a piece of art, can be nature, it can be a human being, from your perspective. So that's how I think we should be looking at art and not being afraid of saying, I like it, I don't like it. And that defines the individuality. And you should stick with it. And this is where the self-confidence and your personal growth comes in.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like it, you should be able to argue or debate. Argue is the wrong word. I think you should be able to debate. So the job of the artist will be, you produce something better. Put a challenge in the person's brain.
So true. Yeah.
You create something. Maybe you can say that 2, 3, 4 times, and the person, human being, will automatically break at one point. It's like, okay, let me create something. And that's how we can break this.
It's like I've got some of your artwork at home, and I still look at them. But you do art in a different way. Sometimes you will do art in a dark background. And then I will say, why did you do that in a dark? For it looked dark to me. So it looked like the wall over there is black. There is nothing. So, and a good artist must be able to accept, I wouldn't say criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because I look at it differently from you. It's like even in your house, or you go to school, the paint. Do you think paint as well sometimes can trigger mood?
Yes,
as well.
Definitely.
Of course.
The color what you have in there can let you self-esteem go low. How you think that society or with children can bring out their potential by using color?
Yeah, color makes. I mean, I love color.
Yeah.
I love red.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure about red personally, Pam, but everyone has their favorite color, don't they? Which suits their personality, their aura, as it were. I'm quite surprised you like red, though.
It relaxes me. It calms me. If I have anything, say, let me see if I can put it. I like the red because it relaxes me. I want to go home. Oh. If I use any other color like white, I'm depressed. Yeah, it doesn't give me the energy. I don't want to be in that room.
I agree with you. White in a room for me is just it's cold.
Yes, and it's depressing.
Give you a feeling of warmth and
And I feel like red is very calming for me, and it relaxing, and I'm more happy, go lucky, and I want to go home, and I want my family around me. But take the red away. Now, I have to. If I have it my own way, I put it in every room, but I'm not allowed. And you're good at painting as well.
Okay, so
you could have a red object in every room. Maybe like a red lamp, a red cushion, something, just so you know when you go into each room there's something of you in there.
Yeah, and when I have the red as well.
Calms you down in every
the children,
room.
They're talking no matter what mood. I'm very calm and relaxing, so I can approach them instead of shouting or screaming. The red really relaxes me. Remember, we talk about communicating and listening, so that's what the red do.
That's really interesting.
It's really cool.
Tal, I want to speak to you about your music. I know maybe this is a bit controversial for some, but I was really interested in your music because you mentioned that your music, you read poetry in there, I was quite interested in that because you said you recite Rumi poetry in there. So tell me a bit about your music.
Okay, so my music, the way I make music, or I try to create a message. I wouldn't say music. It's not music. Okay. It's a message. So
a creative energy.
Yeah, creative energy. Yes. Yeah.
Another form of creative energy.
Yes, Einstein's equation is equals to MC squared. So that's it. Yeah. So music is a language, and it's a universal language. So regardless of the language you speak, music transcends time and space. So you will be able to deliver the message faster and more effectively as compared to just speaking, because words can go...
Or writing,
even. Yeah. And with music, is you create a soundscape, so that sets the mood. Means you are inviting the listener into a world or a universe you are creating. So they are leaving their world behind and they are entering yours. Now, when you create that, you are the ones who is setting the universe the way you want it, which is again a godly gift, or it's one of the qualities that God has put inside the human brain, because we can reflect and recreate. So by birth we are creatives. So taking that connotation, using that as the seed, then you start creating things. So the music has a rhythm that sets the pattern. Then you garnish it with different colors. So you add guitars to create the environment around that. You add bass into it that creates the ambience, and then the message, such as the great poets we have, Maulana Rumi, rahmatullah alayh, or Imam al-Ghazali, rahmatullah alayh. If you look at their poetry, they are not talking to you from the 3D perspective. They're talking to you beyond time and space. It's all metaphysical. So some of the poetry I use that, and then some of the poetry I tend to get inspired from one of the words or one of the stanzas they have put in there, and then I write my own, or collaborate with another musician, take their perspective, which takes us back to us looking at things from different perspectives, different angles, and then utilize that, cook it together, and put the message out of love and respect for each other instead of hatred.
And that's what we needed at the moment, the way the world is going on as well, isn't it? Love, respect, and...
Yeah, we talk a lot about love on our show, don't we, Pam?
Yeah, we do. Because we don't say it often enough.
No.
And sometimes when you tell people that, they think, oh, you've been funny. It's not funny. Because God so loved the world. What did he do? Gave his only begotten son to the world. So love is more stronger than hate. I've just got... a real thing just come in my head. Look at your face. I'm thinking. Look at the surprise.
I'm surprised. Okay.
Yeah. Because... Yes, son, I'm talking about you. Yeah. It'd be nice, after this lockdown, to have you to come in and try and do some work, maybe with the elderly or the younger generation.